Okay, a couple more things to show you. And we have some herbs here, but honestly, we tend to keep our herbs closer to our kitchen, up on a couple of pots up on the deck there, so that we can just go outside our kitchen door and get the herbs that we want for cooking. The nice thing about our garden here is we can keep an eye on it pretty easily. That's kind of our living room up there, and we look directly down at our garden down below, so we can always keep an eye on it and see, hey, what have the coons dug up and stolen from us last night. So you can have your herbs in your garden, for sure, but we just like to have them kind of closer to the kitchen for convenience. That little block in there in the center is where I put my sprinkler, and I'm going to have to do that pretty quick because I'm going to put some plants in here, some seedlings in a little bit, but I'm just going to show you our watering system. And walking on over. So the watering system is automatic. It wasn't very expensive to buy. I just bought it at Home Depot, but again, maybe you won't be able to get out. And just going over to what it looks like. So you can see here's our hoses outside, and that silver piece that you can see added on to the end here, this piece right there, that's a hammer, so that when it turns on automatically it doesn't rattle your pipes and kind of make the joints a little suspect. So that makes it a smoother transition, and it's just timed. Right now it's off, but you can set it up, timer, and that goes out to our sprinkler head, which waters. And remember that we were talking about timing of watering. If you have a timer, otherwise you kind of have to be vigilant. Here's just a very simple sprinkler head, and that'll be out there on that little piece out there, watering the rest of the garden. So we water it at 6 and 10 and 12 and 2, and only for about 5 minutes each, just to keep the soil wet, but not, totally saturated, not soggy, because then you have some root rot issues. So you want it moist. Some people don't like that word, but you want it so that there's good water retention in that compost, and so you just want it wet, but not sopping wet. And that's a bit of an issue for us because we have that clay underneath. If I water too much, or it rains and I keep watering, then I end up having soggy soil and root rot, and then your vegetables or plants don't do very well. So you gotta have to interpret the weather as well. It's been very dry this April. We've only had about 3 millimeters of rain since the beginning of April. Very unusual for us. And temperatures are super warm. So that might be a factor in you guys deciding what to sow immediately into your garden, because the soil has warmed up significantly, more than other years. So that's something to kind of consider as well. It's how dry, warm the soil is. You're going to have to water your area before you get seeds in the ground, right? They don't like being stuck in dry soil, right? The other option is to do things by hand. You want to do things a little more in a natural way or whatever. You can use rain barrels and that sort of thing, and just with a hand watering tool like that one there. But we're setting up a little pond here. We're going to kind of make some changes. There's my cat. Don't shoot it. There's my cat drinking out of a bit of stagnant water that will be a pond at one point. But here's a rain barrel, and it's just coming directly off my deck, which is rotting. I'm going to have to rip off and replace. But there's a little rain barrel, and you can fill up your water bucket and go do it by hand if you wish. So we'll end that for today. Just some ideas. Everybody's different. You're going to have to base your decisions off of what you got to work with. And yeah, there you go. So we'll chat about this a little bit more in the days to come.